Google Maps. You may be wondering right off the bat why I chose Google Maps as one of my new technologies. I chose it because, first of all, we're all pretty familiar with Google Maps. I'm sure most of us have used Google Maps to go from one place to another for our GPS on our phones, or maybe just to look up the location of something. But I've found and I find that Google Maps is really a pretty good tool to use in a lot of different applications. History classes, geography classes, even math class you can use it if you get creative with it. So when we're using Google Maps, we can go to any place in the world that we want to do or want to go to. So say we're going to, or we're in geography class and we want to go to the Grand Canyon. We just type in Grand Canyon up here in the search where you saw me typing it. And it pulls up the Grand Canyon National Park. And as soon as this loads, maybe I have to scroll out. Let me scroll out. Here we go. So I pull this out and I see the Grand Canyon National Park. And one of the greatest features of Google Maps is you can switch to Google Earth within it. So for geography class, if I'm using this, or even for science class, if we wanted to study rock formations, or if we wanted to study how the river, the Colorado River here, carved out the Grand Canyon, we could actually see it, bird's eye view, and trace it and trace the whole Grand Canyon all the way through if we wanted to. And it's almost as if we're there when we're teaching a lesson. Or we can give it to our students and just let them explore and let them figure out on their own the path of the canyon and travel the path of the canyon and explore the canyon. So it's really a pretty good and exciting tool for this. And this is one of the ways that we can integrate that ISTE standard for teachers, facilitate and inspire student learning and creativity. We can use Google Maps to engage students in exploring their real-world issues and solving authentic problems using this resource to explore maybe a rock formation or to explore maybe the Taj Mahal. There's really a lot of different uses that you could apply to Google Maps and use it for. So my intended audience here would be, right now during this video, is my fellow teachers. And in the classroom, obviously, it would be the students in a geography or a math or a science application. Also, a history application. Say we wanted to see where the Battle of Gettysburg took place. So we just type in Battle of Gettysburg, again up here in the search bar, and we hit search. And when it finishes loading, we pull this out, scroll out a little bit to our bird's eye view, and it's taken us to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. And you can see the whole surrounding area of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. And again, this is an opportunity for your students to maybe compare what it is modern day as to what it was when the Battle of Gettysburg took place. So there's a history application there too. A math application. Say I wanted to go from Gettysburg, PA. Click on your directions here. And we're going to use this little feature here to switch Gettysburg to our starting point. And say I wanted to go to Savannah, Georgia, another Civil War site. So I can see it automatically gives me how much time it would take me right here to get there driving on today's roads. But now this allows us to set up math problems, given so many soldiers and this is their rate of travel and this is their route of travel. How long might it take them to get there? So there's where you're getting cross-curriculum stuff integrated into your classes too. because you're talking about distances, and you're and they figure out, you know, traveling at a certain rate of speed, this is the route I have to take, how far do I have to go, how long will it take me, and you're integrating that Civil War aspect or whatever history lesson it is that you're teaching. So in this is another, helps us cover one of the other standards, which is Modeling Digital Age Work and Learning, ISTE T3, and we can use this in our classes to model and facilitate effective use of current and emerging digital tools to locate, analyze, evaluate, and use information resources to support research and learning. And that's another one of the ways, you know, the cross-curriculum aspect of Google Maps. So I would think that, you know, given this tool and putting it in the hands of our students, if we told them, okay, we're going to talk about the Taj Mahal today. Everybody find the Taj Mahal. Go back to your search. Type it in, and it actually starts to populate for you. Select it. And now here we are at the Taj Mahal. And if we scroll in far enough, or if we take this little person right here and hold it over the map, all of these blue lines, you can drop this person on any of these blue lines, and suddenly I'm standing in front of the Taj Mahal. This could be a bell ringer, for instance. If you're going to talk about the Taj Mahal, have them find the Taj Mahal and capture their thoughts when they first see it from a street view of it, as if they're actually standing there. So I know I didn't go through this step by step, showing you exactly how to do anything or do everything. Google Maps is really intuitive. As long as you know where the search feature is and that direction button I showed you earlier, and you know where to click to find the Earth view, this opens up the entire world to your students. And they can stand almost everywhere in the world on the street in front of it and get a person on the street view of what it is that they're looking at.